flu, and I see your side eyes. I
wasn't side-eyeing.
I see your side eyes.
I believe in bird flu. I believe in birds. I believe in flu. So I'm not poo-pooing bird fluing. Believe in it. In fact, I think it will. I'm not going to agree with you yet that it's here, and I'm not going to agree with you yet that we're sea mammals. Okay, there is a big difference between human and sea mammals.
There's not a big difference. Look, we're mammals, all right,
but we're not sea mammals. We're land mammals.
But you know what? We're the only mammals that, if gone from this planet, nothing would change except for the better.
No, the world will get better. Yeah.
So,
the whales know it.
But you know what? We need the whales. And you know what? We need fucking birds, with as weird as they are, fucking with their lizards with wings and whatnot and feathers.
Their flus.
I mean, listen, I'm so glad I have a queer doctor that I can be frank with, because I'm going to be like, Queen, how worried do I need to be about this bird flu? Like, you tell me what I need to do.
Well, I don't think they know. I don't know.
You don't think they what?
I don't think they know. No one knows.
Guess you're right. I guess we don't know. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to another Gay Power Half Hour where we just don't know, but we pretend like we do.
My mom has COVID. That's still COVID? A thing. Yeah, she's fine.
Karen Bass just had COVID. No, COVID's
back.
COVID's going to be coming around. Like, listen, I've seen an uptick in people with masks here in LA, and I'm kind of like, maybe I should do that, because now that my arm is wounded, then I'm compromised. So
put your face in a sling.
I felt like I had a fever the last couple of days, and I think it's because of this. Anyway, hi YouTube. I'm so glad you're tuning in with us. You can do this all the time, and so we're glad that you can watch us live. But hold on, I gotta put my arm up here so I can get to the wall.
She's broken on the outside too. Now
look. I don't want to start off making a big deal about this, because you know what? I'm a survivor and I've made it, and I'm aware.
Yeah, she got beat up. She got beat up by a cup of mezcal and a step. They took her outside and gay bashed her during Pride, no less.
The homophobia of it all. I was like, I think that fucking step had a swastika on it.
It sure did. Or no, that was just the blood from your elbow that happened to splash on there afterwards.
Oh my
Did you bleed? Did you break skin?
No. Just the insides of it. So you know what? Like but I mean, it is an odd shape now, and it's an odd shape on both halves of bones. So it's very like, you know what? It was a dumb mistake. Are you ready to do a show?
I am so happy, especially because for once, when it was a dumb mistake, it wasn't mine and it was yours, Tony.
Hey,
happen.
I'm not so grand that I can't admit to when I make a little mistake here or there.
When it shows, you have to admit it. And that is one thing that I love about bruises. Who hit you, Tony? Who did that?
You know what? I had to tell him twice, so I get it. It was justified. After the second, justified.
Don't like that. Strike that from the YouTube.
YouTube, that is a joke. YouTube, all right. We laugh. You know what I've realized, and then we'll start. I've realized that it's just more fun to be mean and funny. You know what I mean? Because I was watching all that Trump stuff, like the whole fucking thing downtown, and they were all, I don't know, cheering on his indictment. I was just like, that's a lot of ugly. It's a lot of really quick, dumb jokes, but they're good. Do you want to go ahead and do the show?
Yeah, let's do the show. It's about time.
All right. I'm gonna give you a 4, 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour, the only show on the internet that's... Sorry, let me start that over.
Do it again.
Woo, mommy, it's been a second.
This is why you watch us. Well, listen, everybody, we are doing it earlier now because Casey has a job.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about how you're ruining our show with your job?
I would have been. I wanted to do one last week, and you didn't want to do it. So I don't think that that's fair. I'm trying to commit
couldn't
to
fit
it.
any of my times, but now we're doing it at 8 a.m. So because I love you.
I also love you. The way you said that was a tad rushed, but I'll take it, I guess.
Oh no, I feel like we're gonna have a lot more fun now that we're a daytime show.
Tiny Loopy,
Yeah.
the Loopy Gentleman,
Have you had
the
some
League of
coffee?
Loopy Gentlemen. I've had 2 cups.
Oh, okay.
I love you too.
Are you ready?
I think so.
4, 3.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour, the only gay podcast on the internet that's just like Canada in June because we are one giant flame. With your Fire Boys, Casey and Tony Soto.
Hi, straight out of Fire Island, everybody.
Ooh.
And just want to remind you that you can never miss a show if you subscribe to us on our iTunes page, leave a comment, all that shit. And you can always see us on YouTube. And we're here in Pride. We didn't take Pride Month off, Casey.
No.
We didn't need to. We needed to be gay because the country's on fucking, they're so distracted.
Well, there's a lot going on. It's not, I mean, the gays are having fun. Trump is getting indicted each and every week. I mean, that's why we had to do a show. Also, I just want to say it is the morning show. You know how, I don't know if you can see this YouTube. No, you
your
can't
Bible?
Really.
Are you doing
it's
your
my
devotions?
It's my
Are you
Bible.
doing your morning devotions?
Well, I heard that now that they kicked women out of the leadership of the Southern Baptist Church, I thought I would get in. I thought I would
if
join.
they don't want to hear female voices, how are you going to get in? Like literally, your voice is on.
I have a very deep voice for a woman. Okay, a very passable voice for a woman. Thank you very much. Continues to be one of the best. Thank God, she doesn't have to host after one full cup of mezcal because
I'm just gonna say it. I blame Alaska Thunderfuck.
Wow.
I do.
Wow.
Because here's the thing. I had a modest drink, a modest mezcal. You know what I mean? Getting ready to host the very, very fun show, Bears in Space. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, I turn around, and to my dismay, I see Alaska with a double mezcal in a pint glass.
Filled to the brim.
I then had to add them together.
Oh, is that what that was?
And then she had a big full triple.
Yeah, no, no point did I look at what you were doing and think that'll end well. And but I also knew it was going to be fun in the middle. And it was really fun in the middle.
We had a really, really good time. Like I think the show was a lot of fun. I got out of drag and when we kikied. I made some terrible decisions. I ran into a wall. I fucked up my elbow. So drag is. Here's the thing: you use your non-dominant hand way more than you think. You know what I mean? Like everyone is all like, "Ooh," they're like, "Ooh, I'm right-handed," because I'm right-handed, so I feel like this is my dominant hand. This guy does some work, all right. But first of all, this guy jerks me off.
You jerk off with your left hand? You do the stranger every time?
Every time. Look, I don't want to know that. I don't want it to just be. Yeah, I want it to be a stranger all the time.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that really sums up Tony's emotional jerk off state. He doesn't even want to know your name, even when it's your left hand. Which I love. Also, I imagine it's your because you probably light weed with your right hand, and so you hold with your left.
She's the holder. She's got the more important job. So I wasn't able to do this yesterday at all. Like
So wait, are you like leaning down and you're putting your bowl on your desk and your stick and you're kneeling in front of your desk? And you have the end of the ball off the tip of the ball, the mouth tip in your mouth.
Monday, I did light a candle. I did have a candle going. So I do smoke less weed these days. And I don't care if you believe that or not.
Congratulations, Tony. I think you're thriving.
So look, it's funny because this is Pride Month, so we should be being very proud and excited. But I'm looking at our list of topics today, and we have one Pride story, and it is a Pride story that doesn't necessarily paint us in the best light to all the haters, the hater nations that don't like the LGBTs.
Right.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. You, I believe, are talking about Rose Montoya, the trans activist who was part of the White House Pride celebration and took out her titties on the White House lawn and caused a bit of a, scene on the news. I feel like it probably went by without even a scope. She put it on the TikToks. TikToks.
Oh, so wait. It only made the news because she posted the video on the TikToks?
I believe so, yeah. Otherwise, I don't think anyone would have really noticed because apparently a lot of people had their shirts off because it's a gay pride event. A lot of trans men had their shirts off.
Right.
So she pulled her titties out.
So when she pulled her titties out, is what you sent the comment section a screenshot that you took, or was it an actual?
I put Bud Light cans.
You did that. Okay.
I did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the photo that you sent, so the original photo is bare titties, or
the original photo, she's holding her hand.
Boobies.
She's holding her hands over her tits. I don't know if she actually took it out.
Wait, her nipples aren't showing?
I think at some point she must have because her breasts were bared. But it wouldn't have even made big news if it hadn't been for the conservative outlets that picked it up. And Trump was also we're bearing the lead. Trump was indicted. So they needed something. They needed something to distract their mouth breathers with, and so they picked up some trans tits from the White House lawn.
Look, here's the thing. I don't understand. I was asking before we started recording. I was like, is there any other event that the White House holds that had topless people of any gender?
Probably not.
And you seem to not think there was. I don't think there was either. So it's like I don't know if they're trying to because I saw a lot of topless men out there. Is what I'm saying. There was a nice F to M chest next to the M to F chest in the photo that was shared. But I don't know if the White House is or the conservative movement or whatever is trying to reach some kind of there needs to be a decorum and a respect, because that's out the window now. That's completely does this make us look bad to all those mouth breathing conservatives? Sure. But they're going to think we look bad. They would think that we look bad if we were out there in high neck, fucking to the ankle, fucking hair long because we don't cut it, 50 inches, bitch, always.
Pretty sure QAnon shaman wasn't wearing a shirt when he was presiding over the
Oh my
Congress.
God! I think that we found the next event, or the only other event that probably had topless people with boobs.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
interesting.
But it was man's nipples. It was a cis man's nipples, and we're allowed legally to look at his nipples and the amount of gays who wanted to suck on those nipples, the amount of liberal gays who made a big thing about that. I just want to remember, liberal gays, that you're gross. Okay, you're also gross.
I also just need the world to know and accept that. Look. Y'all got to get over titties in any way, because I don't understand how seeing a little cute perky pair of trans titties is so bad. It's worse than when I have to look at the January 6th fucking footage and see some fucking hairy chested, supple breasted man that if you put it in a bikini, someone would be jerking off to it from the right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But look to the lady who showed her boobies. You made it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? This is you made it. The society doesn't want to see your tits. Congratulations, you're a woman. You're officially a woman, and you're now a subject to misogyny. So
I know, but also me, all conservative Casey over here. I mean, there is a point where it's I agree. It's a complete double standard where we can see men's nipples and not see, and we can't see women's nipples on Instagram. I agree. Tear down Instagram. Turns out Facebook is bad. But it's one of those things. I care,
look,
not necessarily.
Was it helping in the 1970s when we marched and kissed and fucking in the streets in little basketball shorts and all that faggotry? Look.
Okay.
I think that trans people need to be appreciative and excited about the bodies that they are, for the time being, allowed to have in certain states here in this country. And especially because there is such movement to make it so that they can't have those bodies that they want to have so badly. So look, I don't care. I don't care about them showing their fucking body. I think that is a sign of protest, and I'm into it. You know what I mean? If the man thinks that that's gross and they hate it, good. Put it in their fucking faces. Look at my trans titties. Look at my man trans titties. This is what it is. Because if we don't get it out there where people can see it, and people know, until we see it, it's easy for us to act like it doesn't exist. And I don't care when people say, why do you shove it in my face? Because you all have to eat it. You need it because it's help. We're helping you. And in the long run, look, you might not see it. You might still die a bigot, but your kids might have a chance, or their kids might have a chance.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be in your face. The fact that we have to see straight heteronormative bullshit because that's the norm and it's not even an issue. The fact that they sexualize children all the time on fucking onesies too, it's such a ridiculous fucking situation to me.
What's onesies too?
As well. Just because they have queer slogans like my mommies are dykes or whatever the fuck, I don't know if they have that on a onesie, but they have
on their onesies too. I thought you were sexualizing kids on onesie too. I thought onesie too was some sort of weird
onesies as well,
kid sex shoe.
Children's clothes
show. Got it. Here I was thinking I was missing something, and I knew exactly what you were saying. And I hear that also. And I think another thing is a lot of conservative people, when they hear a trans woman wants to use the bathroom, in their mind they're thinking, they literally say it, no man in a dress is gonna come into my bathroom. And one thing that I liked about Rose is that she was like she was like, this is what a trans woman also looks like, and in your fucking stupid little mind. So if you want me to use the men's bathroom, I mean, it's one of those things where you got to have to show people what the reality of the situation is. So I'm not making one judgment. I'm not making any judgment on it at all. It's a sign of protest, and I'm here for protest. One thing that it did remind me, though, of one thing that you were saying. Did you see that thing in Canada where, except for it being on fire, those some guy
there's more than one story coming out of Canada?
I know, it's trying. They're coming up. That some fucking crazy person freaked out at a kid's soccer game and accused a little girl with a bowl cut of being a trans boy, and
because they beat their kid, right? The kid beat their
because they did better. Yeah, so it must have been a boy kind of scenario, and that's going to happen so much more.
It's going to happen so much more. So
meme minds, yeah.
So this is my thing. Look, as queer people. And this is more now than ever, and not just because this is fucking pride, but as queer people, we have to stand behind whatever kind of protest trans bodies want to make these days. How dare us? Because look, our shit's sliding back too, y'all. They're trying to take shit away from us again too. So it's but they're being real loud about such a. And the thing is I don't want to little your movement and who y'all are, but you are a very small percentage of people in the whole world scheme. So it's crazy that they're taking this time. And fucking Trump even said it recently. He was talking about and now I can sit here and talk about taxes, and everyone's just kind of and he's like, but the moment I mentioned transgender, you all are crazy. And he's like, 5 years ago, you didn't even know what they were. And that's true. They were living within their own realm of, transphobia, sure. But I remember distinctly when we started hearing about mass deaths of trans women of color, where it was just bam, bam, bam. And that's not saying it wasn't going on way before that, because shit doesn't get reported.
Yeah.
So
Well,
whatever they want, like even if it makes me fucking like, I don't understand why you're doing that.
yeah.
Whatever. Get behind
Yeah,
it.
well, it's the protests are about the now, but they're also about the future.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Speaking of trans people, did you see that Meatball also made the news?
Yeah.
Shout out to Meatball, my good Judy, great drag queen. She was riding the motorcycles during the LA Pride with the lesbians. They look like, I'm not going to question it or what, like generalize that they're all lesbians, but I believe it was the dyke bike ride.
Right.
So she was in drag on her bike, and someone was being interviewed by a local news down here in LA. And the lady was like, and I just want to give, I want to give space. And so the trans community can be seen. And she's pointing towards this blank area, and the camera pans and just hits Meatball. And Meatball had an expression. What I love about Meatball is that she can do like 7 emotions in 2 seconds worth of facial expressions.
Yeah.
Because it was like, hi. Oh, did she think I was trans? Oh, I mean, hi.
Yeah. Meatball. Shout out to Meatball on variety levels. Also, LA Times had a feature on downtown LA drag, and Fat Slut was mentioned many times.
Fat Slut was
Los Angeles Times. And I just, it's just, again, shout out to Meatball for getting Fat Slut in the news.
Yeah, for sure. And also shout out to me because I was quoted in that. But of course, the quote that they use for me is, all I hear about is people bitching about not getting booked. That is what I hear. Everyone's all like, oh, there's not enough bookings. Oh, we need more bookings. Someone was like, unionized drag. I was like, how fucking dare you? Don't you dare. And they had like a list of things. And I was like, what do any of these things mean? Like unionized drag. If we went union, we would have to be with party clowns. Do you want to do that? Yeah. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to seriously. And who are you demanding? Like, who are you demanding this from? If you bars will change direction. They don't.
That's very funny. Yeah,
they don't need, like, they have fucking drag race. They can replace us with AI. Like fuck.
Yeah, I have a feeling there'd be some up and coming young drag scabs too if you guys protest.
Absolutely. And my whole thing too is I'm a seasoned bitch, so I'm not trying to like lose any of the perks that I get.
Would that involve pooling tips too? Imagine if y'all had to pool your tips.
Oh, never would. I never would. Listen, I didn't do that as a waitress. Are you kidding me? I didn't work at restaurants that fucking
you hid tips from the pool.
I didn't try to fucking even work when I was a waitress at places that were like, oh, and we pool tips. I'm sorry, you what? Because look, I know that there are going to be days that I come in and give 30% because you know what? I'm tired. As a waitress, as a drag queen, I'm more 45, 50. But but there are also days that I know that I'm going to go in there and kick ass because I need to make some coin. So anyway,
Well, noted. If you guys are looking for a team, leave Tony off of it because she's not there for it. There is a T in Tony. There is a T in team, but it doesn't stand for Tony. I'll tell you that.
Unionized drag. What does that mean? Girl, stand on the table somewhere else. Down here. Drag is good here. And if you're not getting booked, that's on you. But literally, do the work.
I mean, one of the great Pride reveals, though, that we haven't talked about yet is the Trump indictment number 2.
You know what?
And it is number 2 because during this one, we know what he's doing on the toilet.
Is it 2 of Is it 2 of 4? Is it 2 of 4?
We'll see. I mean,
there's 2 others in the clink that are still working, right?
There's Georgia for sure.
And then there's anyway, it's morning. We do the morning show now.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, remember how we're all like, forever we're like, oh my God, yeah, he should go to jail. He's such a fucking crook. And now we're finding out that he's such a crook. And like what is happening right now is amazing. Like it's so good because here's the thing too. You're seeing that his numbers of cult members are dwindling.
Yeah.
Like it's getting like his fire is going out. And what's funny about that too is like the Republican Party, after Trump is like, not a issue anymore, like after this next election bid or whatever, they don't really have anybody. Like they have a bunch of other fucking Trump reject dunces and, fucking Chris Christie,
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
And I don't understand how Biden keeps getting like, on like a like while they're working this feeble storyline, because Democrats are kind of doing it right now.
Like, I mean, if inflation's coming down, all of a sudden the stock market is
up a little bit now again, and groceries are tough. Are up a little.
No, I'm not saying but like in the grand scheme, like all we were hearing over the last year and a half was recession. The banks are crumbling. Everything is about to fall apart, and then the debt ceiling.
9 to 4%. 9 to 4% is a big fucking jump down. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's like, look, if you can't appreciate 9 to 4. Of course you can't. You were educated in America. So
she's working 9 to 4.
But that's a good amount of percentage for people who don't know. And I'm not great at math. So I'm not trying to be that person, but I'm saying like
you're talking about inflation is what you're talking about.
Yeah. Inflation. Because
it was still rising, but it was rising at the lowest rate it has in a long time. And that is a good sign.
Yeah, look, I mean, Biden,
and that's not necessarily, but these are just like this is the world coming back after COVID. I know we're about to be launching into avian bird flu if you listen to Tony, but the new
I don't understand. Don't you
dare in between pandemics right now. This is when things are starting to cook a little bit in a good way. And don't
you try to paint me as
the Republican Party. Tony thinks avian bird flu is about to hit because the sea mammals are dying, and everyone knows the sea mammals are dying.
Killing a lot of fucking animals is what is happening with the bird fucking flu. All right, and if you don't know about that, that's dumb. Because here's the thing: COVID killed millions of people, and that happened just a second ago. Like truthfully, grand scheme, second ago.
I don't like to look in the past.
Yeah, I know, and that's what's dumb, and that's what's ultimately going to be our demise. But that's good because we are so dumb. We spent our whole lives trying to like. What made the news now or Baptists don't like women? That's not surprising. That's not shocking news. Are you surprised that a white Baptist man doesn't like a woman to talk? That's news. So it's like we spent even infighting with their own occult bullshit. The human species just wants to destroy itself. Oh, and other species, of course. So let's not forget about that.
Well, I've been waiting for that canary in a coal mine to tell me about avian bird flu, but it turns out the canary died of avian bird flu. And
Dad, it was a bad cough. You should have said high fever. But I mean, the thing is if it's killing animals at that kind of rate, how can we not think that there are some weird people out there that kiss their chickens? You know what I mean? You're not supposed to kiss birds, but people kiss birds. And so it's like, and
I just don't understand
those weird bird kissers. Oh my God, have we talked about this on the show before? I feel like
I don't know what we're talking about. You've just been there's a morning show. How much coffee did you have? Jesus, you just
one big glass.
Random fucking thread there for a while. I thought we were talking about Trump's indictment still, and all of a sudden we're at Southern Baptist women, fucking bird flu. I guess I brought up bird flu for a second.
Reel me in then.
I was trying, but there's no way to do it. I was trying to grab you and shake you, but then your arm is half broken, so I can't do that.
That's right. I'm telling people you did this.
Oh, really? You're going to say that I'm the abusive one in this relationship? Yeah. How dare you?
Oh, really? Sometimes she gets so frustrated.
Pretty sure you several times used me as just like basically a bar stool to get onto your stage at Pride. You said, stand there, and you put your hand on top of my head.
You weren't fast enough though, either. Like that's the thing. It's like
I'm a bar stool. I don't have a speed.
My God. Well, anyway, I think it's great that Trump was indicted.
Agreed.
I love that he.
At least we can agree on that.
I love that he did a Pittsburgh stop at a Cuban restaurant. They made him a plate of food and he did not eat it. And then he went to McDonald's.
How is he the one who is not?
So
how is he alive? How is he
How
not
could-
have bird
listen,
flu? He's a land. He's a sea mammal.
Listen, it's obvious. I know he'll get it. He would be a bird kisser. Here's the thing: he doesn't like touching people. He doesn't like you being around him. He doesn't want you in his like sphere. Like I'm sure he holds his breath every time he has to hug somebody. And it's just a joy to see because he's 77 now.
Oh, happy birthday. Today is actually Donald Trump's birthday. I hope it's your last.
Yeah,
here's hoping it's your last.
Let's hope this is of natural causes.
Natural causes. I would never want anything except, you know, and I mean, if there's some sort of like kamikaze bird out there with a little bit of a cough and it's looking for something, it's heading to Florida for the winter,
here's the thing about like in our last 4 minutes regarding the indictment. I truly don't think that he does not think he did anything wrong. And not because he's some mastermind, not because he stored shit in his bathroom, because why the fuck not? He stacked it up in the back. He's a hoarder. Like there should be an A&E special on him going into the rooms that we don't see, because there's something wrong with this man's brain. And the thing is like, it's okay to hate him and make fun of that because he had no hope. His family hated him. The dad didn't want him, all that kind of shit. Mother thought he was stupid, all that shit. He's an idiot. But he's a narcissist. And that is a true fucking affliction. That is something that is wrong. This guy thinks that when he says, I did nothing wrong, he believes that. He believes it. He is on tape. He is on tape saying, hey, why don't we just not give him shit?
Yeah, no,
it doesn't get more illegal than that. Like, and he'll still be like, yeah, no, they're just all after me. What a bunch of jerks.
He's believe
it's brilliant. We don't care about mental illness.
Okay. Anything else? No. God. I don't even remember. I had a thought and it was like 7 minutes ago.
What was it?
I don't know. Yeah, the indictment, this one looks like it might stick because of how stupid he is. I just love that they're literally nuclear secrets. And in my mind, like he didn't want to, he could have declassified these things, but then they wouldn't have been cool anymore. And that's why he didn't declassify them. He's literally a 13-year-old boy. He's that 13-year-old boy. His heyday was when he got sent to that military school because he was a piece of shit and he had to go to that. And so he got to be a military piece of shit without doing the actual military work, just by beating up other young fucking 12-year-olds. And that's who he is. And so he's storing things in his fucking shower so he can he can take some 27-year-old fucking neo-Nazi in there and show him and be the big dog. And that's and this is, it somehow still works, but I don't know. I feel like the mystery is going to be gone as he continues to fucking be sitting in a court, like, and not for anything cool, for shitting around nuclear secrets. That's why he's in fucking going to jail, because he fucking needed to have his fucking cool maps about where the military targets are, around, while he takes a little poo. He takes a McDonald's shit.
Well, I mean, he's given speeches looking real fucking bad. He doesn't look good right now. He doesn't look healthy. He looks overpainted. Like he looks like they're putting a lot of fucking product on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I had a lot of personal belongings in there, like like shoes. It's like shoes. First of all, okay, I don't dispute that. You probably do have shoes in one of those boxes, but you have shoes in a box with nuclear secrets in it, you fucking loser.
I imagine he needs a lot of shoes because then he probably wears them out. He's probably has very sweaty feet with all the McDonald's and Diet Cokes.
It's just so disgusting. Like just the whole thought of him just existing. Well, happy birthday to him.
Hope it's your last from natural causes. Yeah. Or, your last one, free.
Hey, Casey.
Tony Soto.
We have a shout out.
What?
Yeah.
Who gets a shout out? You, mommy, mommy, mommy. Who gets a shout out? You, mommy, mommy, mommy. Who gets a shout out? You.
This is from Jax1222. They say the best way to get all the news and laughs. Love you guys. Isn't that great? You can leave a message with us too if you subscribe to us on the iTunes. Casey, we're done. Tell people what you're doing.
Oh, for real this time. You can see me in San Francisco on the 20th, Tuesday the 20th at the Punchline Theater Comedy Club. You can also see me there on Wednesday, and you can see me at Cobb's on Thursday of next week. And at the Setup Speakeasy show Friday and Saturday, all in San Francisco. And then if you missed all those, come on down some other time. And then also, if you're listening tonight, you can see me in Los Angeles at Talkies in Echo Park.
Ooh.
Putting in the work.
Tonight meaning Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Got it. That's just clarity for me on whether or not I need to cut it out of this or keep it.
If that's what you would cut out of this, that'd be very funny to me.
All the ending. Only me. Well, is that it?
Sure.
Y'all, you can follow me if you want to see me in drag at Tony Soto Productions on Instagram, and just follow me at the Tony Soto Show on Instagram and TikTok if you just want to see me doing me. We'll be back again next week because we don't quit pride. That's right. We keep it up. But we'll talk more about gay stuff next week. Goodbye. Gay stuff. Listen, we